What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video. Now today we're going to be talking about the Artemi Panarin rumors that he could be going to Chicago. Mostly we're going to be basing it around that. You know, we've heard some crazy stuff regarding Panarin for the longest time now, where it was in June, Elliotte Friedman was reporting that, you know, there might be something going on there, that he might be getting, you know, Columbus might be testing the market and seeing what they could get back for him. There was a crazy rumor that he could go to the Leafs. A lot of people hated when I talked about that. It was just a discussion piece. I'll say it again. It was not a thing that was going to happen. It was just a discussion piece because Elliotte Friedman threw that out there. But there's just been a lot of crazy stuff that haven't really had any sort of attention. But this rumor kind of makes a little more sense because it's not like some crazy out of nowhere thing. First, before we get into it, thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. All of you supporting the channel. It's been so much fun so far, and now we're on the road to 4,000 and then 5,000. Let's do it, guys. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Hit that notification bell. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get deeper into this whole situation. So, as we all know, Artemi Panarin is a fantastic hockey player in the NHL. The guy just puts up a ton of points. I believe he ranks 7th in the NHL in total points over the last 3 seasons. We've seen him do so well in Chicago. He's done amazing so far with the Columbus Blue Jackets, of course, a very short period of time. But Elliotte Friedman reported in June that there might be something going on between Panarin and the Columbus Blue Jackets, that the team might be testing the market to see what they could get back for him. And there was some speculation. There was nothing really set in stone that Panarin wasn't really interested in signing long-term, or the team, maybe they didn't agree on dollar value. We won't really know because we weren't actually in the room. We don't know what they were talking about. We don't know what his agent is bringing up. We don't know what Panarin's bringing up. We don't know what the team's bringing up. You guys get the point. So this was reported in June that there was a deadline that Panarin would talk to the team. I believe it's September 13th, so that's obviously coming up next month when training camp starts for the Columbus Blue Jackets. So he's only going to talk up until that time. So the Columbus Blue Jackets and Panarin and his agent are going to have to discuss a long-term contract up until that point. And if nothing comes, you know, if nothing happens between now and then he's going to start the season with Columbus, of course, but that might force Columbus to look at it and go, okay, we need to move him. So we're going to come back full circle, but let me just let you guys know why this is a thing, why this is a video, and why I'm bringing up all this stuff as in, like, kind of like a timeline. The newest report out there is that, I believe it's Scott Powers from The Athletic, said that after this season, if Panarin does indeed hit free agency, that he would be very interested in going back to the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, there's been a lot of reports that this is a thing, and if you're the Columbus Blue Jackets and a fan of the team, you probably don't want to be hearing that right now because Panarin still belongs with the Columbus Blue Jackets. He's still on that team, and he's entering his final year of his 2-year, $12 million contract with the team. So the last thing you want to hear is Panarin's going to leave next summer. So getting back to the fact that they're going to have to talk up until September 13th, this doesn't mean that after this season that Columbus and Panarin can't strike a deal and get something done. But if you're starting to hear these reports that he wants, you know, to at least listen to Chicago, to go back there, or, you know, maybe other teams are interested in him, you kind of get a little bit scared that after this season you're going to lose him for nothing. And if you throw him out in the open market, I'm pretty sure that you're going to get a fantastic offer for him because he is a one-of-a-kind player. And this is the kind of reason why I wanted to bring it up to you guys, because you guys can comment down below what you guys think is going to happen with him, if you think he's going to get traded, or, you know, if he's going to actually sign long-term. We do know how great he is and the potential that he still has. Of course, he could get even better. He set a career high and franchise high in points with 82 this past season with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and he was a offensive firepower type of player when he was playing with Patrick Kane in the Chicago Blackhawks. I mean, in his first 2 seasons in the NHL with the Chicago Blackhawks, he had 151 points in 162 games. Very impressive. So Columbus sees that. They see how much points he put up with them in his first year. They know he's going to get a significant raise, and now there could be some issues regarding him wanting to sign long term. It could, this is probably all going to boil down to the fact that the dollar value might not be what he and his agent are looking for, and Columbus might not be comfortable in giving him like some super crazy amount of money and long-term contract. We do know the cap is going up these next couple years, so that could have an effect on it. His agent could be saying, well, he's worth this much, the cap is going up, this is what he's going to get, and Columbus might be going, no, we need to test the open market to at least see what we can get back in return, because we're not comfortable giving him this, or we feel he's not comfortable staying with the team. So this is where the Blackhawks come in again. Of course, we do know, like we've said before, he did play there and he was very successful. So if you're the Blackhawks, first of all, you're probably not trading for him at this point unless you're, willing to give up quite a lot, because it's going to take a lot to get Artemi Panarin away from the Columbus Blue Jackets, because they still want to win, and this season he could help them win. But it might be a little risky for them to want to get rid of him, to keep him on the team, because, if he's just going to walk, like I said, they could get so much back for him, and maybe they feel that they can improve their team by getting multiple pieces back and still be able to compete. It's hard to believe, but we'll have to see what they get back. But Chicago would probably have to give up a ton to get him. But if they were to wait until free agency when he gets to that point, you would have to look at their cap-friendly situation. That's the website that I usually use, and it would get a little tight. They only would have, I believe at this point, 12 players under contract for next season. A lot of their bigger, name contracts like Kane, Taves, a lot of those guys are just all locked up sod. Of course, we know Duncan Keith. They've got all those contracts locked up there. I believe the backup goaltender position would be open. They would have a couple spots on defense, of course, and a ton of forward positions where they would have a lot of RFAs. A lot of their younger guys will be due for a new contract. So it would get very tricky. I'm sure they would try to make some trades and stuff like that, but it's a huge risk if you don't end up acquiring Artemi Panarin. Then it's like, okay, well, we just made all these moves, and now he's not going to sign here. Or the fact of the matter is maybe they just can't get it done and Panarin can't sign there. But this is just jumping to conclusions. This is if he does hit free agency. So I just wanted to bring it up because I really wanted to turn this back over to you guys, and because this is kind of confusing me. I do not know why Columbus and Panarin don't just sit down and go, okay, let's just get this done. This team is good. I'm good. This team's going to be good in the future if we can, bring in more talent and, add to an already impressive team. This is a playoff team. They're great. And I feel like the success that they had is no fluke. Like, this team has been good for a pretty good chunk of time now. Not like something nowhere crazy, of course, but they've been good relatively in the the last couple of years and stuff like that. So for them to get Panarin locked in, for them to make sure that he's happy there is probably option number one. Get it done before September 13th. Or, like Elliot Friedman said, things are going to get very interesting. They might be forced to look at this situation and go, okay, we need to make a move. He doesn't want to stay here long term. We're going to lose him for nothing. Let's replace him. So let's see what happens. Let me know down in the comment section below what's going to happen with Artemi Panarin. Which team is going to acquire him? Will Chicago end up picking him up now, or will they wait till free agency and hope that he wants to stay there? If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's get to 4,000 subscribers. Feels good to say that. Make sure you guys click the notification bell as well if you want to be notified for whenever I go live as well, because I do that. Links down below for t-shirts, stuff like that, if you want to buy one. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.